For decades, we have been told a simple rule for healthy aging: drink more water. And while hydration is essential, here is the counterintuitive truth the science reveals. Plain water alone may no longer be enough to support collagen production, skin integrity, joint resilience, and cellular hydration as we age. Especially after the age of 60, the body processes and retains water very differently. In fact, research shows that aging cells lose their ability to hold on to water efficiently, even when total fluid intake is high. So people think they are doing the right thing, yet their skin still thins, joints stiffen, and connective tissue weakens. Here is why this matters. Collagen is not just about appearance. It is the most abundant protein in the human body, forming the structural scaffolding of skin, tendons, cartilage, blood vessels, and even the lining of the gut. After midlife, collagen breakdown accelerates while synthesis slows dramatically. At the same time, intracellular hydration declines, impairing nutrient delivery and cellular repair. These two processes are deeply connected. Collagen fibers require adequate mineral balance and structured hydration to form properly. Without it, drinking more water simply passes through the system, offering limited benefit. What is happening physiologically is fascinating. As we age, levels of electrolytes like sodium, potassium, and magnesium inside cells decrease. This disrupts osmotic balance, meaning water cannot effectively move into cells where it actually does the work of repair and regeneration. What's happening in your body when this occurs is not dehydration in the traditional sense, but functional dehydration at the cellular level. And collagen-producing cells called fibroblasts are especially sensitive to this shift. Here is the powerful reframe. The goal is not just drinking water, but transforming water into a collagen-supportive signal for your cells. When water is combined with specific minerals and compounds, it becomes a delivery system that enhances hydration, stimulates collagen synthesis, and supports tissue repair. This is not wellness hype. Here's what the research shows. Properly mineralized hydration can improve skin elasticity, joint lubrication, muscle recovery, and even cognitive clarity. In this talk, you will learn the simple science-backed trick that turns ordinary water into a tool for collagen preservation and healthy aging. We will walk through the physiology, the neuroscience of hydration signals, and practical low-cost protocols you can implement immediately. By the end, you will understand why drinking plain water again may be the least effective option and how a small intelligent adjustment can make a measurable difference in how your body looks, feels, and functions. As we age, the challenge is not a lack of water intake. In fact, most older adults drink enough fluids throughout the day. The real issue is where that water goes and whether it actually enters the cells that depend on it. Research in cellular physiology shows that aging cells experience a decline in intracellular electrolytes, particularly sodium and potassium. These minerals are not just nutrients. They act as electrical signals that regulate fluid movement across cell membranes. Without them, water stays in the bloodstream or is quickly excreted rather than being pulled into the cell where repair happens. Here is what the research shows. Studies on aging and hydration demonstrate that cells rely on sodium-potassium pumps embedded in the cell membrane to maintain proper fluid balance. These pumps use energy to move sodium out and potassium in, creating an electrical gradient that draws water into the cell with age. The efficiency of these pumps declines. As a result, even when you drink large amounts of plain water, the osmotic signal required to hydrate the cell is weak. This leads to what scientists call cellular dehydration, a state that directly impairs collagen production. Collagen synthesis occurs inside fibroblasts, specialized cells that build and maintain connective tissue. These cells are highly sensitive to hydration status. When intracellular water is low, fibroblasts shift into a conservation mode. Instead of producing new collagen fibers, they focus on survival. This is why skin becomes thinner, joints lose cushioning, and connective tissues heal more slowly with age. It is not simply wear and tear. It is a resource allocation problem driven by hydration signals. A helpful analogy is to think of water as delivery trucks and minerals as the traffic signals. You can have plenty of trucks, but without functioning signals, they cannot reach the destination. Plain water provides volume, but it does not provide direction. Minerals give water its ability to move into cells and do meaningful work. To understand why this hydration shift is so powerful, we need to look at how collagen production is regulated at the cellular level. Collagen synthesis is not automatic. It is a conditional process. Fibroblasts respond to their environment, and one of the strongest signals they monitor is mineral availability. When the right minerals are present inside the cell, collagen genes are expressed. When they are absent, collagen production slows or shuts down regardless of how much protein or vitamin C a person consumes. Here's what the research shows. Sodium and potassium are not merely electrolytes for nerve and muscle function. They regulate cellular volume, electrical stability, and nutrient transport. Magnesium plays a different but equally critical role. It activates enzymes involved in protein synthesis, including those required for assembling collagen fibers. Studies on aging tissue show that magnesium deficiency is strongly associated with reduced collagen integrity, increased inflammation, and slower tissue repair. When someone drinks plain water, especially in larger amounts, it can dilute existing electrolytes in the bloodstream. This further weakens the signal that tells water to move into cells. In contrast, when water contains modest mineral content, it strengthens osmotic gradients and supports enzyme activity inside fibroblasts. What's happening in your body when this occurs is that hydration becomes instructive rather than passive. Water is no longer just filling space. It is triggering cellular repair pathways. A practical example helps here. Imagine trying to build a house with plenty of lumber, but no nails or tools. The materials are present, but construction cannot proceed. Protein and water alone are like the lumber. Minerals are the tools. Without them, collagen cannot be assembled efficiently. A simple protocol is to add a mineral element to your first 1 or 2 glasses of water each day. This timing matters. Morning hydration sets the electrical and metabolic tone for cells, especially after the natural dehydration that occurs during sleep. By supporting mineral balance early, you improve cellular hydration for hours, not minutes. By midlife, the connection between electrolytes, cellular hydration, and collagen production becomes increasingly critical. Fibroblasts, the cells responsible for creating collagen, are exquisitely sensitive to their environment. When intracellular sodium, potassium, and magnesium are balanced, these cells ramp up collagen synthesis. When these minerals are deficient or unevenly distributed, fibroblasts slow down, resulting in thinner skin, less resilient joints, and slower connective tissue repair. Here is what the research shows. Studies in dermatology and gerontology demonstrate that seniors with higher intracellular potassium levels have better skin elasticity and faster wound healing. Similarly, magnesium supplementation in older adults has been linked to improved dermal thickness and reduced markers of inflammation. These are not cosmetic effects alone. They reflect stronger structural integrity throughout the body, from tendons to vascular walls. Think of electrolytes as the language your cells speak. Without them, water cannot convey instructions. Plain water is like shouting into a crowded room with no microphone. The message gets lost. Minerals amplify the signal, ensuring that water reaches its target and triggers repair pathways. For fibroblasts, this is the difference between staying idle and actively producing collagen. A simple analogy from real life helps. Picture a garden in summer. Watering the soil is important, but plants will only grow if the soil contains essential nutrients like nitrogen, potassium, and magnesium. Without these, the water does little more than moisten the dirt. Your cells function the same way. Hydration alone is not enough. The right mineral environment must accompany it. Let's break down the specific minerals that make hydration truly collagen supportive. Sodium, potassium, and magnesium each play distinct but complementary roles in maintaining tissue integrity and stimulating fibroblast activity. Sodium helps regulate water distribution between compartments in the body, ensuring that cells do not collapse from dehydration. Potassium drives intracellular hydration, pulling water directly into the cells where collagen is synthesized. Magnesium acts as a coactor for over 300 enzymatic reactions, many of which are essential for collagen fiber formation and cross-linking, which gives tissue strength and resilience. Here's what the research shows. A study in the Journal of Cosmetic Dermatology found that magnesium supplementation improves skin hydration and dermal thickness in older adults. Other research demonstrates that potassium-rich diets enhance vascular elasticity and help maintain connective tissue structure. Even moderate sodium intake timed correctly with hydration improves intracellular water retention and supports overall cell function. Taken together, these minerals create the optimal environment for fibroblasts to perform their work efficiently. A real-world analogy is helpful. Imagine trying to build a bridge. Water alone is like bringing the concrete. Minerals are the steel beams and support cables. Without them, the structure is weak, fragile, and prone to collapse. The combination of water plus minerals creates a scaffold that fibroblasts can use to rebuild tissue, repair joints, and restore skin elasticity. Here's a behavioral tip. Make this ritual enjoyable. Use a glass with your favorite flavor of mineral water and pair it with a short mindfulness practice focusing on hydration and nourishment. This not only reinforces the habit psychologically, but also supports the brain-body connection that amplifies cellular repair. Structured hydration does more than just support collagen. It influences multiple systems that decline with age, including muscles, joints, and even the brain. When intracellular hydration improves, nutrient delivery becomes more efficient. Glucose, amino acids, and other metabolites reach cells faster, fueling repair, growth, and cognitive function. Essentially, properly hydrated cells work like high-performance engines. They run smoother, respond faster, and recover more effectively. Here is what the research shows. A study published in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience found that seniors with optimized hydration and electrolyte balance experienced improvements in attention, processing speed, and short-term memory. Muscle tissue responds similarly. Hydration plus electrolytes increases the efficiency of muscle contraction and reduces post-exercise soreness. Collagen-rich connective tissues benefit directly because fibroblasts can produce stronger, more resilient fibers when the cellular environment is well hydrated. Think of this as a ripple effect. One simple adjustment, adding the right minerals to your water, can enhance structural integrity throughout the body. Joints feel more flexible, skin appears firmer, and muscles recover faster. Even your brain benefits as neurons rely on optimal hydration to transmit signals efficiently. Poor hydration at the cellular level is like trying to run complex software on a low-power computer. Signals lag, processing slows, and overall performance declines. Now that we have explored the science behind collagen, electrolytes, and cellular hydration, it is time to translate these insights into a simple, actionable, daily routine. The goal is to transform ordinary water into a tool that actively supports tissue repair, skin elasticity, and overall vitality without expensive supplements or complicated regimens. Here is a straightforward protocol based on current research and practical application. Start your day with a glass of water enhanced with a small pinch of mineral-rich salt and a magnesium supplement dissolved or powdered in the drink. This first morning hydration jump starts intracellular water uptake, signaling fibroblasts to begin collagen production early in the day. Follow this with a potassium-rich beverage or food, such as a small banana or a splash of potassium-enhanced electrolyte water. This combination ensures that cells maintain the osmotic balance necessary for collagen synthesis. Midday, repeat the ritual with plain water or lightly mineralized water, ideally paired with a protein-rich meal. Amino acids, particularly glycine and proline, are the building blocks of collagen. When cells are already hydrated and electrolytes are balanced, these nutrients are delivered more efficiently to fibroblasts, accelerating tissue repair. Consider pairing this with gentle movement like stretching or a short walk to further enhance circulation and nutrient delivery. Evening hydration should be lighter but still mindful. A small glass of water with magnesium before bed can support overnight repair processes. Magnesium also promotes relaxation and deeper sleep, allowing the body to focus on tissue regeneration over time. This structured approach not only improves skin and joint health, but supports muscle recovery, energy levels, and cognitive clarity. A motivational tip: view hydration as an active intervention rather than a passive habit. Every glass of water is an opportunity to nourish your cells and maintain structural integrity. By consistently applying this protocol, you are giving your body the tools it needs to reverse the natural decline in collagen production and tissue resilience that comes with age. Have you noticed that simple, consistent practices often produce more measurable results than sporadic effort? That is the power of structured, science-driven hydration. By integrating minerals strategically into your water intake, you can feel, look, and move better without extreme routines or costly interventions. Today is the perfect moment to start one glass at a time. Over the course of this talk, we have uncovered a counterintuitive but powerful truth. Drinking plain water alone is no longer sufficient to maintain collagen, joint health, and overall vitality as we age. Aging cells face a decline in their ability to retain water, and fibroblasts, the cells responsible for building collagen, are highly sensitive to mineral balance. Without the right electrolytes, water simply flows through the system without delivering the signals and nutrients cells need to repair and rebuild. The science is clear. Sodium, potassium, and magnesium act as essential coactors, creating the cellular environment necessary for collagen synthesis, tissue repair, and structural resilience. When you combine water with these minerals, you are transforming a simple habit, hydration, into a tool that actively supports your body's natural repair mechanisms. This structured hydration strategy not only improves skin elasticity, joint comfort, and connective tissue integrity, but also enhances muscle recovery, energy, and cognitive clarity. The behavioral tools are simple, actionable, and repeatable. Begin your day with mineral-enhanced water, follow with potassium support, pair hydration with protein, and finish with magnesium before bed. These small, consistent actions amplify intracellular hydration, stimulate fibroblast activity, and promote collagen production without expensive supplements or complicated routines. Think of each glass of water as a deliberate intervention for strength, mobility, and youthful tissue integrity. The why behind this change is compelling. By addressing the root cause, cellular dehydration and mineral deficiency, you are not just preventing aging, you are actively reversing some of its structural consequences. This is empowerment at the cellular level, allowing you to look better, move better, and feel more energetic every day. Here is a challenge to try today. Take your first glass of water and add a pinch of mineral salt or a magnesium supplement. Drink it mindfully, imagining it reaching your cells, activating repair, and signaling your body to produce collagen. Make this a habit for 1 week and observe the subtle yet powerful changes in energy, skin, and movement.